Good morning. How are we? Happy Tuesday. Tuesday already. I say that every day. It's Tuesday already. Anyway, talking about stacking today. It's day 2 on our 5-day kickstart, and last night's Q&A, I would say, was very much overloaded with snacking and also losing body fat around the stomach. Why that changes, especially in women, 40 plus, 50 plus. So I wanted to touch on that today. And snacking is no doubt one of the biggest issues that's come up in COVID. In fact, one of the ladies on our Fit for Life program in our inner circle, she said, she sent me some stats from the COVID symptom study app. And I'll just read them out now. Give me a hello if you're coming in. Morning, Joe. Morning, Billy. Give me a hello if you're coming in. Let me know if you're watching on replay. Also, just comment below and let me know if you can relate to any of this stuff, if any of the stuff you tried this stuff before. So these are just some of the stats that some of the ladies have. One of the ladies sent to me from the COVID symptom study app. Almost a third, so 29% of those surveyed gained weight since March 2020. So since like the lockdown. This data suggests an average increase in body weight across the country being 0.78 kilos, so pound and a half. And up to, this is the interesting part, up to 3 kilos, aka nearly 7 pounds, so nearly half a stone, in those who reported, I have increased snacking. So if you think about this, what it's saying here is those who have snacked more have gained the most weight. The factors that may have contributed to weight gain during lockdown include increased snacking, 35% of people, decreased levels of exercise, 34%, increased alcohol, 27%, a less healthy diet, 19%. So it's pretty clear that snacking seems to be the key thing. So that's why I thought today I would share something I shared last night. Morning, Sue. About snacking. It's a simple strategy, but that doesn't mean it's easy. I'll repeat that. It's a simple strategy. That doesn't mean it's easy. And this is called urge surfing. You may have heard it before. And if you think about it, we get urges all day, but that doesn't mean our behavior actually conforms to it. You know, you might want to do something in your day, but you're like at work and you're like, I can't just leave this meeting. I want to leave this meeting right now, but I can't, Morning, Nan. So when it comes to snacking, the issue is often, you've got to consider this, you are tired at that time. So it could be afternoon, the afternoon slump, could be evening, when you're more tired and stressed perhaps from the day. Maybe you're like, I've finally relaxed. Consider what this means. This means that anything you do, pretty much anything you do, will probably make you feel better. Read that again. Listen to that again. So I'll repeat that, which means anything you do will probably make you feel better. The problem with that is your brain is now going to think, when you are stressed and tired, a simple strategy is to eat, because your brain will create that link. Eat, you felt better. Remember? Do that again. And every time you do that, that creates a stronger link. And every time you create that stronger link, the problem here becomes, it's a bit like then having a choice between driving on a Wiltshire road with lots of potholes on, roadworks, really slow, busy, compared to a clear motorway. You then have a choice. It's like, do I take the pothole route, aka not having that snack, or do I just take the clear motorway? And it becomes easier to do. 2, also consider that if you're stressed at that time, that impacts our prefrontal cortex, which impacts our ability to make decisions based on where we want to be longer term. AKA, we're more focused on that instant gratification at that time, because stress, tiredness pretty much shuts off our prefrontal cortex. Again, a big bulk of evidence for meditation and sleep and rest, recovery, self-care here. Without the self-care, does anything actually work? Is that the issue here? And of course, it's not as easy as just, I don't have time to self-care, but that's another one for another day. So what to do instead is to practice urge surfing. I'm only going to share this with you today because I could go off on loads of tangents, but I may do a short series on this. And this will also be covered in my new audiobook, which will be out soon, all about snacking, self-sabotage, comfort eating. Anyway, this is about fighting, not fighting the urge, but accepting the urge. Because often we focus so much on how we don't want to feel rather than how we want to feel. So what we need to do is when you get this urge, just to listen to it. Actually listen to the urge and acknowledge it. Notice how you feel, what thoughts are in your head, what your heart rate's like. Are you warm, cold? what you're doing with your hands when you do it, when it's coming. Write that down, what you're thinking, who you're with. Morning, Tony. Then, and this is a big part, ask yourself, how long does that urge last for? How long does the urge actually last for? And the interesting part here is that not many people actually know. Not many people actually know how long the urge lasts for. So my question then is, wouldn't it be fun to find out? Again, this is just one simple strategy and a part of many that we use. Morning, Paula. But just consider that by practicing this, you'll become more aware of how you feel and more in control of how you feel, rather than just reacting. Because if you say something quite often like, oh, just do it though, without even thinking, that's because we're just reacting to the urge rather than acknowledging it. Maybe we're trying to fight the urge so much that we want to get rid of it. So yeah, it works. Eat, that urge goes down for now. But then how do we feel? And it's only then that we often acknowledge how we feel, because everyone goes, oh, I feel rubbish now. Why didn't we acknowledge how we felt before? Find it hard to stop snacking, although it's mostly fruit at this time of the year, being stuck indoors and not being so busy. Yeah, so practice that today, write it down, and I won't confuse things too much, but then we want to work on what can you do instead, because we want to create a new link, okay? So I hope that helps you. Any questions? As always, do let me know, and let me know how you get on with that. That's the key thing. I could give you more information, but then it's just more information. I'm going to stop there, as my mouth could go on, but I want to stop there because you only get results for done. So go and do that today. Acknowledge it, see how you feel, and speak soon. Take care. Let me know if you found this helpful, and let me know how you get on. Speak soon.